just going to remove this little exhaust sort of crossover here. Things are looking pretty good for me here. Doesn't look too rusty, and I think they're just going to pop off pretty easy. It's a 19 mil. First one. Second one. And on the rear. In order to completely remove the exhaust, I do need to remove these O2 sensors. Little plug there. And on the back here, there's a little point that you've just got to press, and then you can slide it off. It's just that little spot there. Now that sensor's free. Our second O2 sensor has wiring that runs right up at the back of the engine, and I just don't feel like undoing that or finding where that goes. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit, leave it connected. See if I can just take it off from here. Just crack it free. I'm just going to just wind up this cable a little bit, but I can live with that. And we'll deal with that later. Now I'm actually also going to disconnect my exhaust from here and take that whole front section out. You really don't need to do that. I'm just doing it for the video. Just to make it easier to show you stuff. Just get it off this rubber mount here. Just got to wiggle it off. I'm hoping I can feed that up and through here. So this exhaust pipe doesn't fully come clear even if you take it off from that center point, but at least with it kind of here, you've got a really good view of this. So there's a couple of 10 mil bolts we need to get off first. And really they're just securing a cover plate. And then there's one just higher than that you just can't see. Actually, the top one was just a nut and the bottom one's a little bolt. Now that little cover plate can come off. The cover plate doesn't have to come off, but it's a bit bulky there. But you need like a long sort of extension. There's some 14 mil nuts up in there. So I'm going to just use that extension with a long socket. So I can get that in there. Just crack it loose first. That sort of bolt is what you're looking for. There's the second, both the same. Correction, there's 3 of them. Okay, with those 3 bolts out, you can now see that this is actually loose there. Now we can get in and get this whole drive shaft out. It doesn't need to be popped out in the same way as the other side, but just got to give it a wiggle and have it at the right angle. Just put it up there, get that one out. And I'll just throw one of these bolts back up into here. Okay, now the drive shafts are out of the way. I'm just going to remove these 4 bolts on this frame here. They support a little bracket that supports the rear engine mount. So just zip these out. They're a 17 mil. And the two at the back. So that's now pretty well all we really need to do underneath here. I've got an engine mount still at the front, but we can get that from up and above and at the front of the car. I'm just going to leave the exhaust hanging here. It's not going to be in anybody's way, and the transmission is still currently dripping, and we'll put the plug back in that once that stops dripping. It looks like I've got about 5 litres has drained out of it, so that's going to give me a good idea of how much to put back in when we get it up and running again. Okay, I've come out from underneath the car and I've just come around onto the right-hand side under the wheel arch, and I'm just removing this little bit of plastic here. I normally would leave it in place, but I'm just going to remove it so I can show you some things underneath here. It's just a couple of 10 mil bolts. And there's one more sneaky bolt just facing forward. Pull that out of the way. Now I want to remove this aircon compressor pump here, but we need to remove the belt. The tension is located here. Don't mistake this for somewhere that you can put a socket on and release the tension. It's this little casting up in here. It's 19 mil. Now with that, you can actually access it from the front and you can reach down in here, but with this little panel removed, it's super easy. But normally I'd leave that on and just reach in from the front, but you wouldn't be able to see it. So I've just taken it off so we can see what we're doing. Just grab a 19 mil socket and a wrench onto there. Now I'm just reaching through from the front. And we can just put a bit of force on that and just loosen the belt. And with the belt loose, you can just pop it off one of the pulleys. Let all that tension just go slowly. Get everything out of the way. Now securing this pump on, there's 4 bolts that come through, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Don't mistakenly undo any of these, because obviously my system is still pressurized. That's going to cause a whole lot of issues. They're a 12 mil bolt. Just get them in, crack one loose, I'll show you. It's just a long 12 mil bolt like that. Now I'm pretty happy with that all just sitting there for now. None of these pipes have sort of too much pressure on them. And then when we pull this engine out, we'll just have to kind of wiggle a little bit out of the way, but that's got that clear.